The following are some basic guidelines and conversation flow techniques that are used on the Careline.
So what's the first thing you do when the actual phone rings? Well, one picture that helped me out a little while ago was to think of a general phone call as a large funnel. First of all, someone calls in. They might be calling in for depression. They might be calling in for relationship difficulties. You know, it may even be someone who has a suicidal tendency. Even though all these issues seem quite far away and quite removed from each other, what we're effectively trying to do is bring God into the centre of the situation. So through listening, through answering the phone well, we'll bring the caller to a point of actually bringing God into the centre of the situation. And then we can actually then see the person then move to the next step where God would have them go.
An average conversation can be broken down into 5 stages. Listening. Have you ever had the feeling that someone's not listening to you? In today's society, we have access to more information than ever before. But unfortunately, we believe being properly listened to is more of a rarity. It is important for us as a team to treat every client with the utmost respect. One of the main ways we can do this is by listening to people properly. Firstly, find out the reason your client is making contact. Get the picture of the person, where they are with God, if they are a member of the local church. You can progress in the conversation by using the following communication micro skills. These include encourages, restatement, paraphrasing, or summarizing and clarification. Encourages. Encourage the caller to keep talking. Communicate that the caller is being listened to. Example, Restatement. This means repeating short important phrases or key words of the caller's story back to them. Paraphrase, summarizing. This hears the caller's important words and rephrases them. While you may use your own words, the main idea should reflect the caller's worldview, not yours. Clarification. This is a question to check that you have understood what is being said. Example, do you mean that? Ask questions. These can be opened or closed questions. You can lead a person closer to God just by asking them more questions about themselves, their challenge, and their relationship with God. Open questions invite the caller to move into greater detail to explain their situation. This can have both a positive or negative effect on the call. On the positive side, you can find out more background about the person. Focusing may become difficult, and the caller may become stuck or overwhelmed with the information. An example of open questioning is, what has it been like for you since it happened? How does that make you feel? Closed questions invite the caller to give short responses. They are useful to check if you have understood what is being said. Be careful, however, as they can also shut down the conversation, making it seem like an interrogation. For example, do you attend a church? When did that happen? Pray. Pray for the situation. Offer scriptures of hope if appropriate. As mature Christians, we trust you to be Spirit-led and discerning in what you pray. Give referrals if necessary. For example, to a local church, the Salvation Army Careline, Alpha, or the Christian Counsellors Association of Australia. End the call. There are various techniques you can use for wrapping up a call. Most calls will end naturally, usually after you have prayed for a caller. If the call seems to be going round in circles, sometimes it helps to ask the caller why they called today and to pray about that. If the caller won't stop talking, acknowledge that they have loads going on, so initiate the offer for prayer and then pray for them. If all else fails and the caller has been talking for more than 20 minutes, tell them that you have other calls coming through, but would love to pray for them before you hang up. In all of this, use your discernment, which brings up the issue of call length. How long should you be on the phone for? Calls vary in length, and there are no hard and fast rules. Some people call with a quick prayer request, and a 5-minute call is fine for them. However, some people call to talk for hours, and this is not appropriate for them or us. While there is no strict time limit on calls, we do aim for no longer than 20 to 25 minutes. Remain sensitive to the caller's needs, but also consider others who may be trying to call in. It's a major privilege that we have the honour of leading some of our clients through the salvation prayer. They may be responding to a program that they've seen or heard, or the conversation has led them there. Take them through the sinner's prayer. Offer to send them a Bible and locate a local church in their area. Other connection points you may need to find. Some of our callers need to be connected to a local church, and you will be given the tools to do this. Many of our callers are already Christians, but as you'd know, Christians have issues too. Some need to be encouraged to get more involved in their local church, perhaps attend a small group, or choose to serve somewhere.
Many of our callers need to be encouraged to have an accountability partner, someone they can be real with and discuss their struggles, temptations and areas of weakness. Please encourage people to find someone of the same sex that they can discuss these things within their own local church. However, please be aware if the problem is large, a qualified Christian counsellor may be required.